Mayor John Linder. You are now tuned into The Missing Plug.
Yeah, it's your boy Navelle Hice. You now tuned into The Missing Plug. TLP, Team Living Proven Squad.
What's up? It's A Problem. Chiefy from the Bennett.
40 from the Bennett. Young Fools, BTMJ. And you are now tuning into the motherfucking plug. Tune in, BHV straight. BKB, what up?
We are The Missing Plug. What's up, y'all? You already know it's The Missing Plug, and I'm chilling with the big homie Chiefy. He's been in Atlanta doing his thing for a while, so let's check out what's going on with him. Hi.
That's good.
So let me start by correcting myself. You don't go as Chiefy anymore.
Word. And then a new name, Navelle Hice. And I'm sticking to my government.
Okay. Is that going to be weird for you? Like, people still call you Chiefy?
Yeah, people gonna still call me Chiefy. Like, it was mainly just for myself. Like, you know, I just had to recognize who I was.
Who you
so
was.
Now
I like
I'm
your
cool,
name.
you feel
It's
me?
cute.
Appreciate it.
So let's talk about what's been going on. You like deleted all your social media, took all your music down. Like, what's going on with that?
I mean, it was just, you know, I was coming across a stage in my life where, you know, basically I just had to fall back. You know, I was moving too fast. I was doing so much, and, you know, I just was making myself feel empty to the point where, you know, all the things that I accomplished and did in my career, it was like doors were still, you know, not opening for me. So when I had to actually realize, you know, what the problem was, I just had to go back, you know, just look at the whole. What's up with you? What y'all doing? Y'all good?
At least you know we live in the city.
Word. But yeah, so what was I? Oh yeah, it was just moving too fast, so I just had to go back and look, you know, as far as what I was portraying, you know, like, you know, I'm in a city where, you know, everybody, as far as this whole music industry and people that's, you know, who's who, everybody's in the city that I'm in now. So it's just, you know, for me, I had to look at what did I want to be known for. And people coming across me, it's like, you know, what kind of music did I want them to know me for? And, you know, music I had out. Like, it's not that it was wrong, but it was main, so, you know, just like, I wasn't really standing for nothing.
You think so, though? You say you was empty. You didn't seem empty at all.
I mean, yeah, you feel me? I got a good way of bottling things in, you feel me? I was just, you know, trying to please so many people. Like, I wanted to be, you know, make this person happy, then make that person happy. So slowly, the more and more I was doing that, it was taken away from the vision God gave me. And, you know, from the start, you know, I was on the right track, you feel me? I was in the perfect lane. I was creating my own lane and my own type of music. But through the years, you know, I've just started letting stuff get to my head, like the frustrations. I just, you know, was feeling like I had to prove, you know, why I felt like I was the best. And at the end of the day, you know, none of that really mean nothing. You know,
who was you trying to prove something to, though? Yourself, you feel like, more, or just like the fans and like people?
I don't know. See, it was just a thing, like, you know, influences. You know, everywhere I went, it's just always comparing me to, you know, other rappers. You know, everybody sitting here with the gossip, the back and forth talk. So it was just like, you know, I had to prove it, like, in order to, you know, show people, you know, at the end of the day, it's like people who wasn't really supporting me, like, you know, if they really were supporting me, then, you know, that stuff would matter. But, you know, it was my fault for letting it get to me. So to the point, you know, my last few CDs, you know, just was pretty much like I was just stunting, you know, I was just flexing on them. And
but you can stunt, though. That's
I mean, you can. See, to me, it's just like, you know, I gotta know what I'm doing it for. You feel me? Because if I'm stunting, like, I'm trying to help the, you know, person that's going to clock into a job every day. You know, I want them to, I want them to wake up, you know, and put this CD on when they riding to work or when they going through certain issues. So, you know, like 3 years ago, I had a CD called Forever Living Proof. And when I had that out, that was at the time when people was coming to me, telling me, you know, I listened to, you know, Follow Your Heart when I was going through a depressed stage in my life. Like, I had a song called Bottled Emotions. People told me, like, you know, this song made me cry. And so, you know, it's like, that's the impact that I wanted to have. So through the years, the more I just was, you know, basically telling you, you know, I got this Sergio, I mean, I got this 4-finger ring. You know, I'm trying to flex and stun in all these videos. It's like I slowly was losing that because I wasn't really making a connection with the people. Like, it was sounded good and it was cool and everything, but, you know, it's just I gotta make this connection. I don't want to be known for, you know, that person that's always fly or that person that, you know, he be flexing, he be stunning. I don't want to be known.
So you recently popped up at your church on Mother's Day. Did you like plan that ahead of time, or it was just like spur of the moment?
Yeah, I planned it because, you know, my mom, she was coming down to Atlanta to see me for Mother's Day. So, you know, right before she could get a plane ticket, I told her, like, I got a show in North Carolina. So she was mad, you know, ain't nobody have a clue. So, you know, we came down here Saturday night, stayed in the hotel. So, like, you know, in the middle of the church service, just walked in, surprised my mom, you know, my girlfriend. And so now, you know, it was just a big surprise. None of them was expecting it.
Well, let's, like, step back. Your girlfriend now is your fiance.
Word.
Oh, I was, like, almost cried. That's so cute, girl.
Yeah, it was a lot of people shedding tears in there.
Have you been, like, contemplating that for a long time, or is that, like, spur of the moment, too?
I just say lately, you know, when I've been moving, you know, when I actually made this move to Atlanta, I just been having a lot of time to myself, and, you know, a lot of time just sitting back thinking and looking at, you know, like, I was so focused on, you know, the music and constantly moving, I was forgetting about the things that mattered. Like, you know, my girl was always loyal to me, all of that. My family, they've been always supporting, but it was like, slowly I was, you know, moving out of those relationships because I was so concerned with the music. I'm doing shows, like, every day of the week. I'm going to work, I'm in the studio, like, I was non-stop moving. To the point where, you know, it's like my family wasn't seeing me for months when I was back home. Like, my girlfriend to see me, you know, when it's time when I'm tired, I'm trying to go to sleep now. And so once I got out here in space by myself, you know, it just was time to reflect back and think about things and show me, like, you know, success not about, you know, going after the money, chasing the money and getting these cars and the best clothes and all of that. Like, now to me, it just helped me notice, like, that is success. Like, love, family, being content, you know, because when you're not content, that's when that empty void gonna come in, because it's like you feel like you gonna never get enough. So it's like celebrities we see now, you know, they get their first $1 million, everybody think they successful, but after that you see them slowly start chasing more. Like, now this million turn into 50 million. Now they get 50 million, you know, they in a position, it's never gonna be enough when you chasing the money. So, you know, it's like, just had to sit back, things that matter.
Alright, so you went from freestyling like a whole 3 CDs?
Yeah.
So right, and just now you want, right?
Yeah, you know, I just noticed it was taken away. It was like, you know, I just came to a point where I felt like I was losing myself, you know, like we would do these shows, we would be traveling around and making these, you know, crazy impact in these shows, but when we get off stage, like, we'd have crazy people bum rushing us, you know, pictures, you know, everything. So we was looking at it like we was doing the right thing, but the next day, you know, days, weeks, and months later, we had noticed, like, all right, so where are these people at that we was just
where they at now?
And so it basically made me sit back and think, like, what is it that I'm doing wrong, to the point where I'm not making a strong connection with these people that they could relate to. And so it's like my music was good, but, like, I can't say, you know, it was wrong music, because I was still doing what I always wanted to do. Like, you know, I still wasn't cussing in my music. I still had, you know, certain songs that meant something and stood for something. But it was main so just the point, like, you know, it was getting overshadowed by the other type of music. Like, the music I was making to try to get to the radio stations, or music I was trying to make for the parties and this and that. So, you know, like, my songs like World We Live In, and like, these were songs that people literally came to me and told me, like, this song made me shed tears. Like, you know, this song meant something to me. And so it's like I had these songs on CDs, and I always thought, like, you know, why ain't they getting the attention that they deserve? And it made me look at it like, you know, if I got 15 other songs, you know, straight turning up, just flexing, like, of course people not gonna recognize these 2 or 3 songs that's actually standing for something on the CD. So I just came to the point now where it's like I'm doing it for myself, you know, like, I'm not making music for people to, you know, go to the club and party to, or not specifically making it for, like, I'm doing this for me. So, you know, all I could do is tell my testimony and what God did in my life, so the people that's going to make a connection with it, that's the people that I know, you know, that truly support me. I want to show that I'm not, you know, afraid to be myself. Like, I want to get in front of the camera and tell people, like, you know, I wasn't being me. Like, I'm not afraid.
And that's, like, the realest thing you can do.
Word.
Like, most people can't do that.
Exactly, because that's where you see, like, you see a lot of these celebrities through the years, you know, you see them strung out on drugs, you see them depressed, and they go through these stages because you build up this character to who people, you know, look at you as. So for so long, when you start doing stuff and it's hitting the media, or it's little stuff you doing that's, you know, getting out there on the scene and people looking at you like you crazy. In reality, you sitting back like this been me the whole time. And so, you know, I'm just at the stage now where, you know, I'm not trying to make something happen a specific way. I'm just at the point like, you know, this is the music I made. I pulled the notebook and pen back out. You know, I wrote this album in 2 days. Went to the studio, recorded 10 songs in 1 day. You know, people.
Wait, how is that even possible?
That's the same thing they wanted down there when I came out the booth. Like the engineers just told me, like, man, I never seen this happen ever. You know, so, you know, he said this was like a new record for the studio. Like, I never seen somebody come and lay this many songs. So that's how I know it was God working through me.
So, like, a lot of people know about, like, the whole you getting shot situation, but they don't really know.
Word.
And, like, in your testimony, you talked about, you, like, he could have just pulled the trigger, and instead he just took my chain.
Exactly. It's
that's
like,
that's a powerful message. Like,
yeah, that's where, you know, a lot of my frustration been coming in at. Like, you know, I just been, I don't know, it's just like the last few years when I look back, like I see certain ways where, like, even people we went to school with, like, you know, we started Teen Living Proof for like 15 people. Now we down to like a small circle. And so through the years, I never noticed it. Like, I'm just, you know, still doing what I'm doing. I'm keeping it moving. But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, showing me where things started to go wrong at. And it's like I had so much frustration and anger built up inside of me that, you know, I was just letting my whole alter ego take control of who I was as a person, to the point where, like, I did have thoughts on when I was laying on the ground and the gun was to my face, like, what did make him not pull that trigger? You feel me? Like, he could have shot me again and it would have been over for me right then and there. So that just showed me, like, God.
And that wasn't even on, like, no beef type stuff.
No, this was random. This was random.
That's the craziest part about it. Like,
it
wasn't random, though.
Where it was for a purpose. You know, everything happened for a reason.
For real, you really are inspiration to me, and I'm pretty sure to, like, a lot of other people.
Appreciate it.
I'm excited to see what happens next.
Yeah, it's gonna be coming, you know, Faith, Hope, and Love.
When is it dropping?
June 27th. You know, it's the same day that I got shot. So, you know, I look at that like, you know, God gave me a second chance at life. So, you know, this is my second swing at this whole music. You know, June 27th, Navelle Hice, Faith, Hope, and Love, and me.
Where is it gonna be dropping on? Just everything?
iTunes.
iTunes?
Yeah.
All right.
I can put that out there, you know. It's gonna be distributed.
That's the only thing, though.
Where it's gonna be this digital distribution, you feel me? We gonna have the iTunes, Spotify, Amazon. We gonna go all in with the album, so we just showing people.
Faith, Hope, and Love.
Word.
June 27th.
Look out for it.
All right, well, this is the Missing Plug. Until next time.
Word.
Came a long way from the younger me. I seen the finer things in life, I had to humble me. Yeah, and I know sometimes I drive you crazy, but I got